Hey guys, I am Uncle Bernard and welcome back to 10 Stupid Laws, where today we are going to be talking about Canada. Now, Canada is a place that I have always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go to Canada. Don't ask me why, because I know nothing about the country, I know nothing about the food, or the people, or the culture. I know nothing. So maybe these laws will help me learn a little bit, just in case I want to go. I also like the pictures I chose. I always try to pick a picture or two, to just make fun, just have a bit of a laugh. I got the A team. So the A team is the A team, and then you've got a very politically bad one. Hopefully, nothing will come of this picture. Make fun of our army all you want. We never lost a war, which is very true. I mean, Canada have never lost a war, at least the one I know of. So anyway, let's move. Hopefully, I've typed these out right because I wasn't able to copy them. I tried to type them out, and I tried to keep them as pretty much exactly the same all the way through. So, number one, these aren't in order of how stupid they are in my opinion. These are just numbered, and well, there was something else I was meant to say. Anyway, it don't matter. I'll think of it in the end. Drivers, don't turn right on red lights on some. That doesn't make any sense. Don't turn right on red lights on some Quebec streets. Quebecers, that's a hard word, pride themselves in being different, but an old Quebec traffic law once prohibited drivers from making right turns on red lights. In 2003, the province decided to allow right turns on red, with notable exceptions, like the island of Montreal. Has that changed? I'm not entirely sure whether that changed. I never know if they're enforced or not anymore. Obviously, this one says it isn't anymore. But, and how would you turn right? I mean, wait, you don't go when it's a red light, you go when it's an amber light. I mean, is it different over there in Canada? Can they turn right? Can they go when it's red and stop when it's green? I don't know. I mean, you don't turn right on red lights. You don't drive when it's a red light. You drive when it's well, you're meant to drive when it's green, but no one does that. They start going when it's amber, or yellow, or orange, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway. Okay, I'll read that again. I just had to cut a bit off it because there was a bit on at the end that wasn't meant to be there. In Fredericton, MB, it's against the law to wear a snake or carry a pet lizard on your shoulder in public unless it's confined in a container. Wait, that makes no sense. How can you carry it on your shoulder when it's in a container? I mean, I guess you could put the container on your shoulder, but that would be very uncomfortable and very impractical. And how do you wear a container? If you have to keep it in a container, how do you wear a container? I mean, I guess you could put it on your head, but I don't think the snake will enjoy it very much if your head was just crushing it, pushing it against the side of the container. Doesn't this series make you think of how stupid some politicians are and how unaware of the current issues some of them are? I mean, I think Britain is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I mean, I was having a discussion with one of my friends at uni about this. David Cameron, and I don't care if I'm offending the government, because it's our job to try and keep our politicians on the right track. It never works, no matter how many times we try to tell them. I mean, David Cameron cuts the NHS. He cuts the amount of money that they get. And then he decides, you know what? The NHS isn't doing very good. Why isn't it doing very? Why isn't it helping people? Why are more people suffering on the NHS? Is it because maybe they don't have enough money to provide the services, or that the NHS staff are completely overworked? No. It's because we haven't cut enough money off them, and we'll keep cutting money until the NHS can't stay public anymore and can't stay a free health service, and we have to start paying for it. Which is freaking stupid. Come on, David Cameron, pull your head out your ass and actually start doing something. I'm sorry, when I start talking about it, I just get really, really over the top. Hopefully I'm not offending anyone. If I have, then sorry. But if it's David Cameron, if you're watching this video, David, don't really know why you would, because I don't really think you watch YouTube. Do you even know what YouTube is? Anyway, if you are, please take my advice and stop quitting money off the NHS. Anyway, now we're back on topic, let's carry on. Don't drag a dead horse down Toronto's Yonge Street on Sundays. An old Toronto bylaw made it illegal to drag a dead horse down Yonge Street on Sundays. So does that mean Mondays to Saturdays are free for all? Did Toronto have a big problem with people dragging dead horses down the street? Oh, down Yonge Street. Did Yonge Street have a very a lot of people dragging dead horses down it? I mean, I'm not entirely sure what to think of that law. I mean, I think that kind of says more about Yonge Street than it does about Canada. I mean, I don't want to go. I don't want to go walking down Yonge Street, especially if that law's not enforced anymore. That means you can drag dead horses down the street all you want. Okay, number 4. Don't put a for sale sign on a moving vehicle in Montreal. While Quebec sign laws generate plenty of debate across Canada, in Montreal, for sale signs are not permitted in windows of moving vehicles. So does that mean you can't put the for sale sign on while the vehicle is moving? Or you can't put a for sale sign on a vehicle that's still in use? And when I say in use, I mean like, you can put it in a vehicle that is no longer ever going to be driven on the streets anymore, but you can't put it in when it's still going to be driven. That needs to be kind of explained a bit more, because if I ever need to put a for sale sign in a car in Montreal, and I need to know while I need to know when I can do it. I can't talk. Number 5. Halifax taxi drivers don't wear t-shirts. Taxi drivers in Halifax face a strict dress code. According to the city's bylaw, every driver shall wear a shirt or military-type blouse with a collar and sleeves, no t-shirts. Ankle-length trousers or dress shorts which are worn within at least 3 inches of the knee, socks and shoes. Wow, don't go living in Halifax if you're a taxi driver. Or don't drive a taxi in Halifax. Why can they only wear a military type blouse or what was the other one? Oh, a shirt. Shirt understandable, but why a military type blouse? And why so specific? Why can they only wear ankle length trousers or dress shorts, and they have to be at least 3 inches of the knee, socks and shoes? Why, that makes no sense. I'm pretty sure there's more. No, that wouldn't. Does that work? Someone measure that. Someone go right now. Just pause this video and go and measure 3 inches from the foot to the knee, because I need to know if that works. Because to me that doesn't seem to work. But anyway. Don't melt snow or ice using drink water in Beaconsfield, Quebec. I'm guessing that means Quebec. Is Quebec in Canada? I don't know. No, it would be, wouldn't it? I'm pretty sure. It was just referenced then. Yeah, Quebec. I was right. There are many ways to melt ice, but using municipal drinking water will net you a fine in Beaconsfield, Quebec. Under the city's bylaw on the use of drinking water, it is strictly prohibited at all times to use drinking water to melt snow or ice on driveways, grounds, patios or sidewalks. As a side note, the city only permits the washing of driveways, sidewalks and patios from April the 1st to May the 15th each year. I doubt that's still in force. Do you have to wash driveways, sidewalks and patios often? I don't. Well, I don't really have a driveway. Well, I have a sidewalk, but who washes the sidewalk? No one washes the sidewalk. We have people that come down every couple of months to clean it, get rid of all the spit and the chewing gum and the dog shites and all that. What is up with me today? I'm swear heavy. I need to stop. Anyway, let's go to number 7. 7. Don't pay with too much change. According to the Canadian Currency Act of 1985, there is a cap on the number of coins you can use in a single transaction. If you're paying with nickels, vendors can deny any purchase over $5, while the loonie limit is $25. What's a loonie? Loonie is someone you call someone when they're a bit crazy. You know, they call them a loon. Is loon a type of currency? Hang on, let me check. I'm gonna research this. Okay, it's a loonie is a $1 coin. It's a coin. So can you have $25 worth of a loonie? Is that their equivalent of our? Yeah, that's their equivalent of our pound, isn't it? I'm fairly sure. Although why you'd have 25 loonies is a bit excessive. Okay, number 8. Don't keep cows in your house in St. John's. NL. NL was what place I don't know. Let me think. I can't think of a place called NL. No. So someone write down in the comments what NL is. If you live in St. John's at NL, you better not get caught with cows in your house. It's also against the law there to drive cattle through the streets of St. John's after 8 AM. So, yeah. Did St. John's have a problem with cows being in people's houses? Come on. Doesn't that make you think of how stupid some people are? Who keeps cows in their houses? That's impractical for one. Heck, it would be unclean for a second. It'd eat everything. Because cows just don't stop eating like sheep. They just eat and eat and eat and eat and sleep. Cows are kind of like cats, dogs. All they do is eat and sleep. Well, that's most dogs I know anyway. I mean, they play, but cats scratch when they play, and dogs are just nice to play. Nice to play with. I like playing. Not in that sense. Dirty. Ugh. Actually, I probably says more about me than about you. You guys probably didn't even think about it. I mean, I like. I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to carry on because I don't want to talk about that anymore. Don't have grass taller than 8 inches on your lawn in London. Wait, no, I know that one. I know it. I know what it is. It's like Ontario, isn't it? Ontario, isn't it? I don't know how you pronounce it, but some cities have bylaws regarding long grass and weed on private property. But London, whatever that is, appears to be pretty uptight when it comes to lawn care. City bylaw prohibits grass on front lawns to be taller than 8 inches, or else the city will mow it and send you the bill. That's a good thing. You don't have to pay for a mower. You can just wait till your grass grows over 8 inches and then they'll mow it for you, and then you just have to pay for that. I'm thinking about it, that'll probably actually be cheaper than buying a mower, because mowers are quite expensive these days. Well, they're not expensive, they just make them crappy, so you have to go back and buy one. I mean, I remember we brought a trimmer, and it was a cheap one. We got it from Lidl, I think. No one. Was it Lidl? It was Lidl or IKEA, I think, where we got it from. And it was cheap, like £5 to £10 or something like that. And we used it, and I started to smell burning. Now at this point, my parents didn't believe that I could smell it. They thought my nose was defective. That was a joke, by the way, but you know, that's pretty much what I believed they thought. And they said, no, just carry on mowing it. And bearing in mind, it had lost a lot of its power. It was basically, it was kissing the grass rather than actually trimming it. And then started to smell smoking a lot more, and I could start to see orange inside. So I said, something's not right here. I think this is on fire. I said, no, carry on. So I refused, and my granddad then grabbed it and started mowing it. I was starting seeing sparks. And the moment that they said I can definitely smell burning, it was instantly throw it on the ground and unplug it. And I thought, well, so you're willing to risk my life? But as soon as my granddad does it, it's instantly, no, put it down, no, unplug it. Anyway, yeah, that I don't know why that's enforced, but that would be better. It would be, just let the government mow it. Let the government come around and do it for you. Don't paint a wooden ladder in Alberta. I know Alberta. While every province has its own occupational and safety laws, Alberta's is a little more specific when it comes to ladders. Under Alberta's Occupational and Safety Code, a person must not paint a wooden ladder, as paint and other coatings can prevent a person from seeing the condition of a wooden ladder. No, it can't. Paint doesn't cover up the condition of the ladder. Well, actually, it does for a bit. Then, when it's used a few times, the paint comes off. I mean, my granddad has a wooden ladder, and it's painted green, and you can see the condition of that ladder. It's one of those not one of those big ladders, like the metal ones that can slide up twice. It's like one of those smaller ones that, yeah, the ones that you used to have string on them rather than the big metal plates. But I can understand that law. That's not a stupid law. That's a good law. I can agree with that one-ish. And that's it. So just hang on a bit. Okay, so that's been 10 stupid laws. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I'm not really good at geography and I did get a little bit politically, what I say, incorrect. Anyway, I enjoyed talking politics. Politics is something that gets on my nerves. I don't follow it a lot, but when I hear about it, especially when I hear about David Cameron, I instantly want to make fun of him because he just has no clue what's going on in the country. Politics has become less about trying to keep the country running and more about infighting. I mean, Labour are falling apart now, from what I heard, and Cameron just doesn't know what day it is. Never mind how to run a country. And the rest of the politics I just don't hear anything about. So anyway, now I'm going to stop talking about politics and I'm going to stop digging myself a hole and I'm going to end this video here. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, especially if you want to see a specific country, let me know in the comments and I will happily do a bit of research and I will make a video and I will put it up for you. Also, I am sorry there was no video yesterday. I wasn't meant to put one up, but I got really busy and I filmed one. It is edited and it's ready to go up, so it's going to go up with this video. So anyway, I will see you in another video. Bye guys.